everyone and welcome to Road to Rust. Now, if you've watched my previous video, you will see that I have just picked up a beautiful old man spec Mercedes C-Class. However, it has just broken down and left me stranded. Oh, there's a Cybertruck on this industrial estate at midnight. I was driving another car up here to get some work done and it just cut out. I don't know why. I thought perhaps the fuel, it ran out of fuel, and then I tried that and I tried to put links in it because there are no shops. It's Sunday night. All I could get was a can of links. The AA came out. We couldn't get going with brake cleaner, and so that leaves me with no choice but to push it up the road to a garage that I have never even used before and hope that they can fix it. Now, there are a couple of problems with the car. It's got a problem with the fuel sender, so it just sort of doesn't do anything. I don't know whether that means I had no fuel, but I put a jerry can of fuel in it, and it's just one thing after another. So here's the problem with the car, and we just have to see if the garage can fix it. Has this ended up costing me a lot more money than it's worth? Because these are some expensive parts, and these C-Classes, unfortunately, aren't worth that much money. Still, nonetheless, it's about the love of the cars for me. So let's see just how bad it is. So obviously it is now the morning after the night before and the Mercedes still won't start, and I had no luck with it at all. So my friend Chris has come to take it down to the one person who I know that can work on this car at short notice. The other garage said 2 weeks. I don't want to be without this car for 2 weeks. I just love it a bit too much. So we're going to get it down to Al at 60 Diesels. It's quite a few days after now, and originally I wanted to put a little bit more footage in that I filmed, but I lost it. It accidentally got deleted. It was late at night. Anyway, it's about 4 or 5 days down the line, and we are finally heading down to Al's place in Sixpenny Hanley to pick up the Mercedes. And we are in Tony's rather nice new Peugeot. Well, it's new to him. It's about 22 years old. New Peugeot 206. There you go.
Eagle-eyed viewers will notice that I'm not the bearded explorer.
You could barely tell the difference. So we have finally arrived at 60 Diesels with the man himself, Al. Hello.
Hello.
Do you want to come and tell me what you've done to my vehicle?
To your vehicle.
So we're going to go take a walk round. In fact, look, he's got a lot of stuff here. I'll show you some of this in a minute.
I don't think it's hoarding at all.
This is the dream life, actually.
Well, too much space and too much shit.
Yeah, too right. You've got to spend your money on something, right? So anyway, here is my Mercedes. I've missed it.
Very clean and tidy.
Parked lovely under a tree. Thank you.
Yeah, we thought we'd had some sixpenny pigeon shit for you.
No, that's perfect.
If you picked it up 3 days ago when I fixed it, it would be all right.
Blame Colin.
Blame Colin.
You might have noticed it didn't turn up this morning.
No, it's unreliable, isn't it? So
what
it
have you done?
died of the fuel pump seizing up. So I reckon it's been left full of ethanol petrol.
So
it's been parked and it eats everything.
Yeah. So this is the importance, as I have discovered. I'm going to get back in this now. So this is the importance, as I have discovered, of not using shitty E10 fuel. It's fine, to be fair. It's fine in new things.
And to be honest, it's fine if you don't leave it parked, but it's corrosive. That's the problem.
Yeah, this has been parked for about a year or so.
Yeah, which is what caused it. I'm surprised the pump even ran in the first place.
I will say though, I do think that this is a common failure with these, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
they do like a fuel pump. I mean, it's easy accessed. So it's got a new electric fuel pump because the old one is absolutely seasoned. I don't think the old one's very old.
Have you got the old parts?
Yeah.
Can we take a look at them?
Yeah, I think you have to root it back out the scrap pile. And then basically, it's got brass. It's got 2 fuel gauges, one that side, one the other. And then they've got brass contacts, and the ethanol just ate the brass. The little resistor bars that go up and down, and it ate those. So I've remade those. So
I had this car for 3 days before it died. So I was like,
No,
but it's now full of, I take it, E5.
Yeah, it's full of E5. It's got half a tank. So we have whatever was in it back in it, and then I put 25 quid's worth of proper fuel in it. Super unleaded.
Super. Right. Well,
super unleaded.
I'm gonna go and try and start it up.
Yeah, if it doesn't start, then we've failed massively.
It's gonna.
Should go through.
Okay. Right. So maiden start up. Well. No, it's got a fuel gauge again. Yes! I have missed this car so much. I look forward to making so much more granddad content with it.
Yeah,
Thank you, Al.
What you need to do to make the ABS work.
No, I don't know. Oh yes, because of course my ABS doesn't work. So what is actually wrong with my ABS?
There's a brand new Mercedes sensor that side.
I replaced one of them. That's not a Mercedes sensor. That came from
there's
the
a brand new sensor on that
factors.
side, which obviously hasn't cured the problem. Continuity is good.
It had a new sensor on it anyway.
But yes, the plug's good.
Yeah.
So somewhere between the plug and the module, or the module.
Is it not the hub?
No, it's not registering any description of resistance.
I just took a hub off the scrapyard the other day.
Try it, but it ain't picking up nothing. It might be. But
I thought it was going to be the ring.
No, because the ring the code would clear. The ABS light would go out until you moved it.
Right.
Because it won't know until you move it. But it's open circuit with it parked, running like that. So it's not a reader problem. It's continuity and a wiring problem.
I don't suppose you fancy digging into that,
Well,
did you?
I can do at some point, but that'll be fun. I have spent 3 hours rooting around in there trying to get it to work, had it all on.
So I'm going to steal some of your video and I'm going to attach it in this video to show people the hell that you went through. Because I looked at this and when I saw you getting covered in petrol, I was like...
It's part of it.
Yeah.
There is no other way of pumping the tank out, so basically
No.
You've got to drop it on yourself. It's his choice.
But I do appreciate you looking at that at such short notice. Everywhere else was like 2 week wait and I was like, who knows about these old Mercs? And I remember you had some and you did Collins one. Get off the bonnet.
Someone has slammed the bonnet with someone with tools underneath it.
Is that what... Oh,
It's
really?
not me, obviously.
Of course it's not you.
No, I haven't damaged it in any way, shape or form. So
No.
I've even screwed bits of it back on that were about to fall off.
I'm so glad to have that back.
I'm going to go and jiggle over there. Nice big car. Right. We'll have a gallons of this going everywhere in a minute. It's not going wrong on it too at the moment. There we go. One. Good race.
So this isn't really supposed to be an exploring video, and I probably will come back and do it a bit more in depth. But let's just take a look at some of the cars here. He's got a Trabant. Now, love a Trabant. Obviously, Soviet cars, they're really thick, aren't they? So they don't really rust too badly. This is cool. Love that 404 van. Again, not really paying much attention or looking in much stuff because I'm going to save that all for a different day. But there's another nice Mercedes estate over here. Let's have a look at this one though. Is it open? Yes, it is. Now, mine is nicer than this because mine doesn't have ripped seats. What's it on? 221k though. I don't actually know what the plans are for these. If they're spares cars or... So I know some of them are customers' cars. Things that he's meant to do up. Things that he's bought and left there. I don't remember this here last time though. That is quite a beast, this S-Class. Obviously it's on a air ride, isn't it? Why? I wonder what the story with that is. That's definitely taking the place of something else. Actually doesn't smell too bad for an abandoned car. I don't know what all of this is. Daria and Darius. What? Very Romanian sounding that is. Don't really mind these. Quite high spec, these S-Classes, aren't they? Obviously, that was the flagship Mercedes. But yeah. Right, let's go and have a look around at some of the other stuff. Bottle of beer in the passenger door there. I wonder why... Oh, that sounds so nice when you close it. But yeah, I wonder why that's just sitting there. Got a nice Renault racing kind of thing there. A few more Mercs over here. And look. W202s. That's obviously the same colour as my one. Oh, that's not a W202 though. That's a coupe. This is a left-hand drive one. That's actually quite nice leather. I like that. Bit of a higher spec than mine. What is that? What's that button? Not seen that one before. I'm quite new to the whole Mercedes thing. I have been told to just buy one, and I have bought one and I loved it, and I was not expecting to fall in love with it. So yeah, I think if anything gets me away from the French cars a bit, it might be these old Mercs here. But Citroen XM. Now watch your space, because I have a little bit of a deal going on about an XM perhaps in the future. I have that bench chevron. God, look how mouldy the seats are. I've got a feeling, I might be wrong, but I think I know this belongs to the mum of a guy I know in the sort of Citroen club as well. They're sort of all the Citroen people are roughly the same. It spreads out within the family. And not two wipers, because it's a normal car. Still got a very big windscreen on that though. Again, more of these old Mercs. She looks really nice in green. Maybe I need to stop buying all these red cars and start buying green ones. It only ever seems to be just what I can find at any given time. But I am kind of getting a bit more involved, in love, I should say, with the green cars. These are more left-hand drive Mercs. That one's been, looks like a dog's been and attacked that one. But yeah, as I said, I'm not doing a whole thing on it. I will come back and do a proper video on this. Some vans around here and recovery trucks. Don't we all need a okay, thank you. Don't we all need a recovery truck? That's quite cool. This one on the end, look, this old Merc 401D. Oh, and what's on the back of it? We'll take a proper look at that another day. Oh, I like it. I like this. This is like a little preview of what's to come. I don't get to do this because, you know, you don't usually know the people who own these kinds of places. But that is... Oh. That's just got no door on it. It's quite rotten down there, though. Crunchy.
Is that a Transit?
That's not a trap. It's the Mercedes. that was a rookie error. I'm sure it's got a big Mercedes badge on the front. Let's just have a look at the... he should know better. He's in training.
That looks
What?
exactly like a Transit.
You think that looks like a Transit?
That little curve there
Yeah.
is a Transit headlight.
Well, if you think so, Tony.
Right,
But
shall we stop videos and go have fun now?
No, we're not done yet.
What are you gonna be?
We've got... Actually, that's cool, because that's a left-hand drive. Right, well, anyway, I'm being harassed to leave because Tony wants to probably go to the pub. And I think after the absolute mammoth of a drive that we've had down here, I could probably do going to the pub as well. So anyway, please make sure that you like and subscribe for more. I will see you next week with another video. And yeah, hopefully some more content to be made about my lovely red Merc on the other side of that tree. Right, see you next week. But I have just got back home and look what's happened. No power at all. The misery goes on.